We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van, and I am with the awesome Mika. What's up, Mika?
What's going on?
Now, listen, she got this video that is going crazy right now. This video is going crazy. I'm gonna show y'all so that y'all can go ahead over there and follow it. So y'all can see it for yourself. But we're gonna talk about this because and this bad boy got 30,000 views in one day. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I need for my videos to get 30,000. I'm the one with 1 million subscribers. She got 8,000 and she getting 30,000. Y'all need to watch my stuff, man. Congratulations on that. What was that video about that made it so hot?
Honestly, it was just my honest thoughts and opinions on these food stamps and this junk food. That's really all it is. That's all I did. I just really gave my honest thoughts on Trump's new law.
Trump's new law is doing what exactly? What is he saying in this new law?
Okay, so Trump's new law is this. Trump is saying, one, that if you are a person that goes to work and wants to go to work, we will give you food stamps, right? And we will allow you to get, TANF, all that good stuff on welfare. However, what's been happening is before Trump, people were just abusing the system and they were getting welfare and they weren't working and they were going to the store buying all types of items like, I don't know, crab legs, junk food, steak, all of that, right? And so Trump is like, oh, okay, since you want to do that, we're going to require you to work. We're going to require you to go out and, do something. And RFK said, hey, you cannot buy soda, snacks, chips. I mean, he's wiping all of that stuff that you would just normally buy at the corner store. You can't do it.
Oh man, but that's what they're used to eating. They're used to eating bad.
Yeah, we know. They used to eating top ramen. What is it called? Ramen noodle, top noodle. That's not a noodle. It's
not a
cardboard.
Noodle.
I don't know.
I don't even know what the hell it is. It's not a noodle. It's it got me through some hard times though with some as a matter of fact, just so y'all know, I never get sick. But when I do get sick, and my kids will tell you, all you need is some ginger and some noodles, some ramen noodles with hot black pepper. That's it. And make sure that you save a little of the juice so you can drink it when you're done. It's a whole lot of sodium, probably way more sodium than you should have in a month, but it will kill everything. Everything.
Yeah, I think it's gonna kill everything, including your organs and your potassium.
It kills all of that. But I guess what? I don't get sick no more. I think it killed COVID. People don't know nothing about that one. I bet RFK Jr. don't know nothing about that.
That's because COVID ain't had nothing to survive off of. Your system was never mind.
Wow. Hey, gang.
Why would you eat that? Like, that's just like, to me, that whatever that is not water, is not a juice. I don't know what that is. That's left after ramen noodles. But whatever that is, it's like drinking boiled hot dog water. Why would I do that? It's just nasty. And what is that little pack? Talking about the seasoning. What is that?
First of all, you just privileged, and we don't listen to privileged people when it comes to noodles. You're not in the conversation, okay?
Look,
talking about my boy.
Nope. I don't want to hear the privilege because that was part of the conversation in the comments. Oh, well, people aren't that privileged. You can go to the dollar store and buy a huge pack of spaghetti that you can boil, and then buy the big old container of Prego, Rigo, whatever you like, and make spaghetti without the meat.
Or you can make some ramen noodles that'll only take you 3 minutes, and it probably never breaks down in your system,
And it
but
take about 10 years off your life. And you can't eat it the next day. You can't reheat it.
you can't reheat noodles. I don't even know why people would. I mean, yeah, you can't reheat no ramen noodles. I don't give a damn what type of top, bottom ramen. It don't matter.
Bottom ramen.
Now that's gay. Pause. Ain't no
Ah,
such thing. Bottom ramen.
yeah, no.
Listen, and I
I
don't want to
wouldn't
be
I
the
wouldn't
person that
suggest.
coined that.
I wouldn't suggest that. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just about honestly and truly being, efficient. He has the Doge thing going on right now.
Uh-huh.
So we're always talking about being efficient. That has to boil down to not only being efficient in the department that has, I don't know what department is over welfare, but you got to be efficient in that, because some people do what? Sell food stamps.
Yeah.
If you have enough to sell, that means I'm giving you too many.
Well, I mean, that becomes a side hustle, though. Like some of you
Well,
be
if you
telling
can
people to
side
start.
hustle, then you can side hustle and go get you a job. Like, that
You
means
trying to
you're
get.
good. That means you're good at sales. You're good at accounting. I'm gonna need you to get up and go get a job.
Listen, if I can sell $100 worth of food stamps for $50, man, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
That means you're good at sales. The food, what
Listen,
is that? The
hold
food.
on.
I'm about to make a grilled cheese pepper jack. Look, it's all types of, when I tell you it's all types of stuff that you can make. You don't have to go out here and get these nasty, 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 nasty foods like top ramen. That's not an actual food. Like, I don't even know why they sell that.
So you're saying that Trump's ban won't allow people to buy oodles and noodles no more?
Yeah, because it's
On
under
it.
the high processed foods, like very highly processed. He's talking about like the top of the top, like that's just so overly processed. Like you're not eating anything. It's a bunch of empty calories. That junk food.
But you can still buy steak though.
Yeah, you could still buy steak, unfortunately.
Can you buy steak-ums?
Do a lot of people know what steak-ums is?
They about to learn today.
Like, we're from DC. Not too many people know what steak-ums is, because I had to learn that lesson in New York. So
See,
that was a valuable lesson.
You was privileged, and then you learned what steak-ums is. It's okay to be privileged. Don't.
Everybody likes steak-ums.
Yeah, that's where you get the steak and cheese, but it's not real meat.
Or the steakums, no.
It's
But
not.
yeah, steakums, no. But you can chop up a steak and do it that way. But no, the steakums is not real meat. Most of the stuff that's anything that's like frozen is usually not real meat. Or
Wow.
partially. Like Taco Bell.
Oh, Yo Cato Taco Bell.
Keto Taco Bell, yeah. No, yeah, keto.
Yeah,
Keto
shout
Taco
out to
Bell, yes. 70% of it is meat. 30% of it is, I don't know.
Well, hold on one second. So here's the thing. I agree with removing the ban so that they can't buy all this junk food, but I need to learn more about it. So I'm gonna lean on you for that. I did pull up this one video, and the videos that you sent me, I can only open them through my phone. I can't open them on my computer for some strange reason. So I got to figure out how to get to them. Once I get to them, we're going to show these bad boys, because one brother had like two carts at a time filled up with chips and donuts and everything for his EBT.
Yeah, that's why I started my video off with that, because I was just trying to sit there and figure out how to start this video. I could have started with the people yelling, and I said no. The most sensationalized thing I saw was the 2 carts.
I gotta find the 2 cards to be able to show it on my computer. And if you got it on your computer,
I can probably pull it up.
Yeah, because I definitely want to show that. Guys, make sure y'all do me a favor. I know the only price of admission for these live streams is to hit the like button, but definitely if you want to send in a super chat or something, we're gonna pass that on to our amazing guests. So whatever you guys send over, that's what's going over to our amazing guests. Also, before we begin, I want to say congratulations to everybody that won the Valentine's Day giveaway. Melinda in Ohio, Angel in Illinois, Virgin in New York, Erica in Texas, Tina in Texas, Tobin in Indiana, Joe in California, Lisa in Tennessee, Mark in Missouri, Erin in Indiana, Carmencita in DC. Yeah. Gene in Texas, Joel Perez in Florida, Debbie K in Pennsylvania, Linda in Illinois, John in Kentucky, Sean in Colorado, Midnight Spirit in Missouri. What type of Indian name is that? The native name. That's a native name, Midnight Spirit. Shannon in Nevada, Jody in Texas, John in Missouri. That's not Missouri. That's Mississippi. Is that Missouri or Mississippi? I don't know. I'm not too good. What's MI? Is MI what's MI? Is that
Missouri.
Missouri? That's Missouri?
Yeah, I think
That's,
MS is Mississippi.
okay. I'm not too good when it comes to that stuff. So if you want to call me slow, feel free. You won't be the first. You won't be the first. Susie in Indiana, Marcy in Alaska, Lori in LA. Lori in Louisiana, and Khalida Kamal in California. All of the people that have won the Valentine's Day giveaway. So shout out to y'all. We always pull up and we have the honest question. If you block them in EBT, what if they don't know how to actually cook what's provided for them? Go ahead. That's on you, Mika, since you for the EBT being blocked. Miss Madam Privilege.
I'm not privileged. I'm just saying, if you don't know how to cook, there are cooking, classes on YouTube that are for free. Okay. Because if you can get most of these people that are online right now, they are literally on there with cell phones, hair done, makeup. Like if you can afford that, you can afford to look up how to budget. Facts. Like this is not rocket science.
Facts. That's not an excuse to not be able to buy the BS food that's out there. Spend a little bit more time. As a matter of fact, eat less. Learn how to grow your own damn vegetables. How about that one? Like people are.
A lot of people said that in my comments about growing vegetables.
Grow your own vegetables. Start eating healthy. I mean, why would you got 4 years to eat healthy? The worst that can happen is that y'all will start losing weight. Well, obesity is an issue. So I don't know why you would be against doing something healthy for you and your family. You want to add like 15 more years to your lifespan, right? Or do you just not give a damn? Some of us just don't care and we'll eat any damn thing. Like myself, eating noodles, and Miss Mika thinks she's too good for noodles.
Well, I put my man with the 2 cards down below.
Here we go. Let's check this joint out, man. Cuz really got 2 cards. Wait a minute. Could you run that back?
Run it back.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. This is nuts. So Cuz, hold on. Cuz got big old boxes of Doritos, and he got the big packs of Doritos, and he got some noodles at the bottom of the cart and big old can boxes of Sprite. What else he got in that cart?
What else he got? Minute Maid, 2 of them. You know they do like the 150. They're at Walmart, so it's like the 2 for 150.
Yeah, that's the 2 for 1. Yeah, and plus, do you see any food in this cart?
No, that is my point. That is my point. And you see what it says when my food stamps hit. So when do you buy the food?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't see any food in this cart.
And
Hold
let's
on.
be clear. See the outfit, see the bag. I don't know if it's a purse or a bag.
Yep.
I'm not
Yep.
judging.
Yep.
But
Now that's a
you see the
purse.
bag.
That's a
It
purse.
might be a man bag.
Call it what you want. I call it a purse. These YNs, man, y'all keep on wearing these purses. Purses was made for these women. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. I have to dial that back because I just now read a book. Well, I'm in the middle of reading a book. I'm on chapter 8 right now. It's called The House of Gucci, and Gucci does make man bags. So I need to get over that. That's just my little homophobia thing that I okay. But he dressed the part. He dressed fly. You know what I mean? If that's fly, he got on it.
He has what are those called? The earbuds. Like he has enough for me to say you can afford food.
Yeah, he can afford his
Some
food.
food. Okay, so okay, you get food stamps. Fine. What's in the cart? What's in the cart? No food.
No food in the cart. Absolutely no
So
food in the damn cart.
what are we really doing? That's my whole problem with everything, and that's why I wanted to make that video yesterday because to me it's just ridiculous because I can't get food stamps, right? And I'm sure most people have had a time where they've wanted to get food stamps, but they may work a job, right? And they may maybe too much. And then you had some people that will get them, but don't get enough. A lot of people now are getting a lot of food stamps and then do this while you're in there trying to budget. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's bad for business for people who are doing things the right way. And you
Yes.
just going to throw this in our face. You walking around, you know what I mean, with 2 damn carts filled with goodies. And your kids, like, nah, bro. That's trash. And let me
And
look in
then
this
you're gonna
next
give
cart.
your kids that stuff and they're gonna bounce off the wall in school and then crash.
Yep, bounce off the wall in school. And while your kid is trying to learn, they all cranked up with all this BS in their system. They don't know how to sit still.
Yeah, and then they're gonna crash and they're gonna miss the rest of the rest of the classes. And then you got to think about, all that processed stuff in there, the obesity rate, which is why you have some of these kids that are just super big for
That
no
is true.
reason.
That is true.
They'll be like
There's
10 years old, looking like they got 2 jobs and 3 kids.
you seen a little cute girl on TikTok that's going viral. She big boned it. She a big boned little cutie
Yeah, but
pie.
but it's messing with the kids. The hormones that's in all this stuff is, fast tracking them. So the girls are developing early, the boys are developing early. It's just too much. I assure you, he got some Tyson's chicken nuggets down there at the bottom if
He
he does
do.
have food.
He most
No.
certainly do. Got a couple of bags of fries in there and everything. And this is what happened too. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I try not to go to the grocery store if I smoked weed earlier.
Oh, Lord.
Just saying, because
That's
I'm
what your
going to
cart
pick
look
out a
like.
whole bunch of stuff that's like this. This is going to be my cart. This is going to listen. This is going to be my cart. If I smoked earlier today, it really is. This dude, I'm not going to be dressed like him, no, or her. I don't know how he identifies, but this is nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts. I don't agree with it at all. But that was when I saw this, right? Because sometimes I just scroll through TikTok. I immediately said, if I saw this, where is the rest of it? And that's what took me down a rabbit hole. This video right here.
Well, thank you
I
so much.
would
Thank you for
go ahead.
capturing this joint. What'd you say?
No, I said go ahead.
No, I say thank you for capturing this joint because it need to be put out there.
Yes.
And it might seem petty to y'all that Trump is canceling these things, but if we really want to be a healthier country, it has to happen. Also, if we want to tighten our budget a little bit, because we do know that the federal government has been just giving away money like it's nobody's business, not only to other nations but to us too. And this is just their way. Honestly, this is my opinion. Because and let's not think for a second that it's just black people that's using these EBT cards. White people benefit from them too. People in impoverished communities, they
Yeah,
benefit from
no,
them.
they benefit them the most because, well, I'm not gonna call it a benefit. They get them the most because of their population size. But let's be clear, this is not a it's not a race thing. This is a class thing.
It
It's
is.
definitely a class, not White Castle.
Listen, they want their White Castle. Peach, you need to back away from your White Castles too.
Them little sandwiches is packed with so much sodium. I never knew. Like I had to look that up. They're only like that big, and they have
They
so
are.
much sodium.
But can
It's
you imagine?
crazy.
They delicious though. They're a cheat code. Like you put a nice burger in between like a Hawaiian sweet roll. Oh my God.
It's like a
Oh,
slider.
yes. Yes. Like a slider. You know who got good sliders in Maryland?
Who?
What's the name of that spot? It's in Woodmore up there by Wegmans.
Oh,
What's that
I haven't
restaurant
been
up
there.
there by
I used to live over there. I haven't been there so
Copper
long.
Canyon? Copper Canyon.
I've never ate from there.
Eat from there. Next time you and hubby want to go out for a quick, they got good food there. They got good mac and cheese. They got pot pies, like old school pot pies. They sell good. Their meatloaf not all that good, but their sliders
Cardboard
like that.
sliders. That's exactly what it is. Cardboard
Yeah,
sliders.
yeah.
I don't like White Castle.
I don't know enough about White Castle because I never lived anywhere that had a White Castle. All I keep hearing people talk about is White
I lived up
Castle. I've never
north.
experienced it.
They're up north a lot. I lived up there, and I mean the lines are so long. They White Castle, White Castle. I'm like these things are nasty. But now they sell them in the stores, so that's how other people know about them.
Well, I ain't listen. Assistance is a bridge, not a
Assistance.
landing spot.
Correct. 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 Which is why I do like the fact that he said he was going to help people now that have a job. Because how can I say it? They
I heard that.
perpetually want to keep you poor. Because
So
why
we can
wouldn't you
depend on
help
them.
somebody that needs a little bit of help so they can, just like he says, is a bridge, right? So they can get to where they're going in life and then say, okay, I don't need your help anymore. Now you're saying, well, in order to get this thing, you can't work. Like you have to be destitute. So if I can't work because I know this is going to get cut off, then I just rather not work.
Absolutely. Yeah, why not? Like,
Yes, you're going to give it to me. I'd rather do that.
and plus, they tell me you'll get more if you don't have a man in the house. Okay, I checked that box off
Okay,
too. You can't stay here
so
no
there
more.
you go. So there you go. So now you have a lot of families that would be together, that would try to create generational wealth,
Facts.
but they can't get, a springboard. So now you're going to separate versus what Trump is talking about, keeping those families together. And they're saying, okay, the man or the woman, whatever, are saying, I need a little bit of help. Can you help me for a year? I'm willing to do that and spend my taxes on that. What I'm not willing to do is let you stay on there forever and then pass your Section 8 and all the other stuff, generations,
Exactly.
pass that down.
Yeah, I'm paying for you to feed your kids all of this BS. And then when the new Jordans come out, y'all the first niggas in line. Y'all are taking up the whole line. I can't even get my son no Jordans, and I work hard for my money. And he want the J's. He want the new fives that just now came out. But y'all are in line before everybody. Where you get that money?
How do they
Because they
pay for
game in the
that?
system.
Yeah, I've always wondered that, right? Like I've never had name brand stuff. I told you this.
For real?
And we were wealthy. I've never had name brand stuff growing up. Yeah, my shoes lit up, Pro Wings, all that stuff. That's what I had.
Your parents raised you right. That's what that was. You did say that. Your parents raised you right. They made you focus on what was important. Now when you
Yeah,
got older and everything, now you can buy those things if you want to, but you don't trip off of it because you know it don't make the man, it don't make the woman. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I get it, but when you're growing up as a kid, you see all the kids with this stuff, and you're like, why does everybody get this? Why does everybody get that? And it wasn't until I got into maybe like high school that I understood that I was so much more fortunate than all these kids who had, the $300 shoes, the Nike outfits, and all this other stuff, because they
Yeah.
didn't go nowhere. They stayed right there with those outfits. Meanwhile, I'm going here. I get to go to Europe. I get to go here, there. I got season passes to Six Flags, Kings Dominion, and Busch Gardens.
Holy crap. So I was right. You are privileged.
No, I didn't say I wasn't. What I'm
Well,
saying is, the whole factor is, when you look at it, why is the privileged person the one that I never had any name brand anything? I've never had that stuff.
I
So
I
I didn't even know the quote unquote that I was privileged, because I live very modest. I told you my mother's family came over here from Poland, and they were poor in Poland.
right. So
So
that
they continue with that mindset, even though they became wealthy.
and that makes a lot of sense. That's the same thing with a lot of these immigrants who come over here focused on the right things, and they get the degrees, they start their businesses, they bring more of their family over here. They don't mind living 8 people to a house while they put in on bills.
Correct. So
Yeah.
from the American lens, you can say that I'm quote unquote privileged, but I don't think it's just
I,
about the money.
why do I think you take that as a bad? That's not a bad thing when I say you're privileged.
I know. That's why I don't run from it. But
I mean, I
but
think it's
what
the
I'm saying is, the average thought when they hear that is, it's
yeah.
such a, oh, you think you're a certain
Yeah,
way.
you can't relate to me because you always had
Right.
it. No, I don't mean it in that way.
Right.
Actually, I try to tell people on my channel that I really don't give into the white privilege stuff because black people we privileged too. I mean, in our own way. So everybody got our things. You know what I mean? And
Everybody,
we got
everybody,
yeah,
everybody has a privilege. Okay, so
exactly.
when people say something is a privilege, okay, I know a lot of guys that wish they didn't have to pay to get in the club. Meanwhile, I can walk up and it's free. They're like,
Well,
wait a minute. So I gotta come here before 10 to do
yep.
something that she can do all night.
That's because they know if they get you in there, that they're gonna have a lot more
I
men trying to
understand.
spend money.
Trust. Yes.
So you know what I mean? The
I
men ain't gonna have a
understand the
whole bunch of
business.
women.
I understand the business, but
Yeah,
again, it's a privilege
it is a privilege. It is a
that
privilege.
women have over men. And a lot of the times, I think what happens is people only talk about a quote unquote privilege if they don't get to benefit from it.
Facts. That's true. Absolutely. 1000%. That's why we always talk about white privilege, white privilege, white privilege. Use your
Right, but
privilege
they didn't mind DEI.
at all. But that's a whole new bag. And I don't want to piss nobody off. I found this new video right here of this guy who is talking about the whole food stamp situation with Trump,
Okay.
and apparently Elon Musk reposted this joint, man. Don't know if y'all seen this joint yet. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, gang. And also, I don't know how many likes we have on this live stream yet, but run these joints up, gang, just so people can know, so YouTube can know that me and Mika are having a fantastic conversation that y'all need to be a part of. Here we go.
So the EBT community is throwing a fit today. Why, you ask? Because RFK and the federal government are looking to ban sugary drinks and candy from the EBT SNAP benefits. The federal government should not be paying for your sugary drink. They should be paying for healthy food for you and your children. I support this. I think a lot of you see this as an entitlement and a way to spoil your children when it should be just a crutch to get you through. Now, with RFK doing this, I have no problem with it, because if you want to feed your family diabetic food and food that's not good for them, you should do it on your own dime, not the federal government's. You want a handout, accept what you get. If you want to spoil your kids, well, get a fucking job. Now that this is happening, we're going to see a lot of change. A lot of you are going to go to work and you're going to want to do better because you want to do good by your children. I truly believe that. But not on the government's dime and not on taxpayers' dime. Let's get at them.
I agree.
He said, if you want to spoil your kids, get a job.
Yeah, yeah. So somebody said on one of the videos I had, he said, no, it was the lady. I'm sorry. She said, well, if you want me to not buy junk, then make healthy foods more or less expensive. And then I won't buy it. Right. And then she's like, and then she goes and says, well, I also should be able to buy whatever I want. The government should have no role in what I buy. That's what your money is for.
That's what your money is for.
If you want to be,
Yeah.
Buying
Yeah.
junk, if you want to be, it doesn't matter. Just like the girl, oh, obese people, we should be able to be whatever we want. We can, as long as I don't have to pay for your medical bills.
1000%. Feel free.
So
Be
that's what
whatever you
ends up
want to be.
happening. And that's what RFK is trying to fight against, because that's what ends up happening. So you get to eat junk. And then over time, you get all of these diseases, diabetes. So if you already can't afford to eat, you also can't afford what? Medical care. And if you can't afford
Yep.
medical care, I'm paying for that too.
Yep.
If you notice, the highest thing on your
Yep.
check is Social Security,
Yep.
because you're paying for these baby boomers.
Yep.
Gen X is up next. And you're paying, what is it? Medicare, Medicaid, whatever it is.
Yep.
That's the other thing. So at the end of the day, we're fighting with that. And it's only getting more expensive because they don't have doctors. They overwhelm the medical system. They sit in the ER all day over things. If you went to the doctor, you would understand that was going wrong with you. So you don't want to be told anything, but you want to take the money. Because to me, if I ran the country, that's what it would be. It would be, okay, yes, I can help you, but you have to go to the doctor once a year. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to get a job. Like, these are, regulations and parameters. You borrow money from anybody else, and what happens? You have rules and
Absolutely.
regulations. Like, I don't.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you got to pay them joints back. You got to pay the government back, though. We just get whatever we want because we spoiled as hell. Honestly, we need to be trained. Do we have any discipline? No, because you can look at their bodies and tell that I'm sorry, that's not nice.
No, that's a real thing. You have the right to look the way you do. You have the right to talk the way you do, but there are consequences with everything. And if you're okay with those consequences, then I'm fine, as long as those consequences don't affect me.
I'm with you on that. So, guys, if you are inside of our chat right now and you feed your family off of the government's dime, you're going to have to stretch those pennies for healthy stuff. Sorry, but not sorry.
I don't even know about pennies, because
I mean,
I've seen somebody's. You remember all of that happened with the migrants in New York, and the lady had all that money on the EBT card.
She had like 13,000 or something.
She was. now they got bodegas and stuff, and that's why you got AOC not wanting them to leave, because they're creating little economies.
Yeah. They're creating dependent people who will continue to vote for the people that will give and give and give and give, and they ain't got to give back. That sucks, man. Damn that. I agree. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said it goes deep.
I agree that people who game the system need to stop, and that people should face penalties for gaming the system. But let's not take help away from honest folks who need the help, like the disabled. Disabled people don't need snacks. I mean, I got you on that, but does disabled people need or deserve snacks and treats?
Let's not do what? Okay, so if you're able-bodied, you're not disabled. That means you're able. That means you can go to work.
You can
If
go to
you're
work.
disabled, then I'm going to help you. Those are the people that are supposed to, get Social Security, that are supposed to get, SSI and all that other type of nonsense, right? That they have, because they have all these different types of names. But if you are technically disabled, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with helping you because you can't do it, and you probably would do it if you could.
You
The
would.
rest of the people, get up. Get up. Just try. Go to job readiness, job training. They used to have it, and under a Democrat. Bill Clinton started that job readiness stuff. George Bush continued with it. It was only when it got to Barack Obama. And you know how I feel about Barack Obama. I'll leave it at that.
Well, don't you say nothing about no the Black Messiah. He is
The Black who?
The Black Messiah. That's what Jesse Lee Peterson called me. He said he the Black Messiah. Don't nobody say nothing negative about the black people. Don't say nothing negative about Obama.
Jesse Peterson also says beta.
Beta.
Anybody that thinks that Barack Obama would be the Messiah of anything, I like Trump, and he's not the Messiah, so I don't know.
Yeah, and nobody Messiah, man. It's like people need to get over that for real.
But I get what you mean. But no, Barack Obama just didn't. He didn't do what he was supposed to do with all the hope and change that he was putting out there. Let's just say that.
And that's what that's when I changed my voting affiliation from Democrat to Republican after his first term, because I was expecting a little bit more from him. Like, I was not expecting for him to give to black people. I wanted to see some change. Like, we got a black man in office now. I thought it was going to be something that was going to be so powerful, and he was going to move the needle some way. And I just didn't feel that. I still voted Republican, although I changed in protest, but I did not really agree with how he handled things. And also, I'm gonna give you an opportunity right now, because somebody cracking inside of the chat. And Quentin, I don't want to call you a beta.
My Quentin, Quentin is my homie.
Oh, I was about to say somebody was cracking on your head. I was about to go in on him.
What did Gina say? I don't have a big head.
Is this a friend? So this a friend of yours?
Yes, that's my homie from After Hours.
Okay, I was about to go in. Quentin, she saved your ass, bruh.
No, that's my homie. That's my homie. Thank you for watching, Quentin.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Quentin, I'm gonna let you know this, bro. Whenever I watch y'all After Hours doing the balloon pops, you are absolutely hilarious, bro. I think I'm a fan of Q on that. I'm a fan of Q on those.
Cute. Yeah, that's cute.
All right, okay. My bad. Listen, Quentin, I'm telling you, I was about to go in, man. I was like, what? Attacking my host? I was about to go in.
It's a little big, but it's still, it's cute. Whatever.
Listen,
no, that's my homie. He's cool.
Cool. I know. I'll be paying attention. I'll be paying attention. Quentin is one of the good ones. He's one of the good ones. And shout out to you and all your success, big dog. The only Messiah is Jesus the Christ. It's Jesus H. Christ. Huh?
That's why, but that they keep treating. And say it again.
No, I was about to say that. Do you believe that Jesus Christ is the Messiah?
Why are you asking me that?
Because I want to see if you agree.
He's the only Messiah that I've ever heard of.
Because I agree that Jesus Christ is the Messiah. That's my guy.
Because I know a lot of different religions. Yeah. You have a lot of different prophets, but he's the only one I've ever heard call himself that the people call Messiah. So
yeah. I mean, because you will have other religions that they just mark him down as a prophet. They won't call him a Messiah. They would say, no, he's just a prophet. He's just
a prophet is still very high. If you're in another religion as a prophet, though, it's still a very high honor. And some religions, it's fascinating because some religions don't even recognize other people's, prophets, messiahs, religions. They don't recognize it. Actually, I think Islam is probably the only one where they really talk about Jesus.
Yeah, and they really don't. I mean, when they do talk about him, they don't hold him higher up there with God,
Well,
and also the what you
he's
call it, the
he's in
Hotep
high
people.
esteem, but he's not over. Like he wouldn't be there with Allah,
Nah,
or he wouldn't be there with Muhammad.
nah, nah.
But they
But
do talk about him in esteem, and they
oh
do
yeah,
call him a prophet. So,
oh yeah, they call him a prophet.
you know. But then
Yeah.
you got other religions that don't even acknowledge any of them. So,
All right. Well, at least just make sure you. I don't honestly. I'm at a point where this is where I am right now, and this is just life. I don't care if people acknowledge my God as what I deem him to be. I'm not going to get in no debate with people. I honestly believe that we fall short when we get into debates about Christianity and religion and
mhm.
stuff like that, because that's not what religion is here for us to sit there and just try to figure out who's praising the right God. We will be here all
Mhm.
day. Like for me to
Yeah.
tell people that love Buddha that Buddha is just a this, that, and the third, would I think be extremely disrespectful for their religion. I don't want to do that to those people, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I what I normally just say, I just say, look, hey, I try to bring the best out of people. And as long as it's nothing demonic, I let people decide for themselves. As long as there's no bald-headed reasoning, like,
See, there you
Ayanna
go with
Preacher.
that. See,
Huh?
see. Yeah, this is okay. Go ahead. I knew you was going to start some sugar honey
No, I'm
iced
not
tea.
gonna start. I'm not gonna start. I'm not gonna do no sugar honey iced tea. Go ahead. Go ahead, read the super chat. I'm
No,
sorry.
you said bald head of reason. And I'm gonna bring you back to that. Bex says, even though I agree we need health reform, it is a
Mhm.
slippery slope to assign morality to food choices and police them through benefits. I think she makes a point. But isn't that the same thing with everything else? We have a president in place. We have RFK. He's putting his, like Mika will call them, his Avengers in place to do certain things, and being healthy and managing our finances as taxpayers. They are they're on the same team right now. So we do have to focus on us being more healthy, and we do have to focus on better management of our money, taxpayers' money. So this right here is killing one bird. I mean, two birds with one stone, in my opinion. Is it fair? Life's not fair. You know what I mean? Uh, Putting morality on what we eat. Yeah, I think that
Well,
if
yeah.
I'm going to be giving you money,
Yes.
yeah, get you some healthy.
Well, okay. So look at that from the religious standpoints, right? Most religions, you do what before you eat?
Pray. I mean, you say your grace.
Right,
You
because
do.
in the native culture, because my family is also native, as I told you guys, because people be like, wait a minute, hold on, how many people you got in your family? It's a lot.
She got a
So
lot of people in her family.
right, when you would kill the food, you while you are killing a deer or whatever you're killing, you would then say, you would bless it, you would thank the animal for all that good stuff, and yeah.
Right.
But now
Yeah.
there's no connection with it. You just throw it into the slaughterhouse
Yeah. Well, you just
and
throwing
wonder why
in.
you got mad cow disease,
Yep.
because the animals are, stuck together. They live horribly. They die horribly. Like this is a cycle. This is a thing, right? And
Yeah.
so yes, morality in food is a real thing.
It really is. But we've gotten to a point where we don't, like you just now said, we just look at them all as what can we get from this one cow? Every cow has a tag on it that's worth like $5,000. I can get milk from this bad boy. I can get some cheese from this bad boy. I'm getting at least 58 steaks. I'm getting everything. Like they just market everything. When I was driving my daughter back to school, we passed a whole bunch of farms, and it's this one farm going back to her school that have like 50, 11 cows down there. And I'm like, man, that's a lot of money. I'm just looking at every cow as a lot of money. So now we don't acknowledge the animals that die to for nourishment of us. We just look at everything as a quick meal, as a we look at it for the dollar amount. And those of us who are privileged, and I just so happen to be one of them. I'm not like Mika. I'm not gonna say I'm not privileged. I'm privileged. I'm gonna tell you something. When I go to restaurants, I eat the finest of meats, the finest
You
of
eat wagyu?
cuisines.
You
Huh?
eating wagyu? You eating
Uh,
wagyu?
uh,
Is how
uh,
they say? That's how they say it? Ragu meat.
if they
Wagyu.
got it, if they got it, if they got it, I want the meat that's gonna melt in my mouth. Pause. I'm
Not
talking
in
about
your hand.
steaks. All right. But at the end of the day, you're absolutely right. We don't acknowledge it. We don't. I still make sure I will be in the middle of chewing and I'd be like, hold on, whoa, whoa, whoa. Jeez. Say my
Yeah.
grace real quick because I don't want to choke
Yeah.
and then go to hell.
And choke and go to hell.
I
But
I
that's
don't.
what I mean. But that's what I mean. That the morality is taken away. So she's absolutely correct.
Yeah, she is. Is Trump taking the morality away?
You said, is Trump taking the morality away? Why
Yeah.
would Trump be
Well,
taking the morality away?
is RFK taking the morality away?
Why would RFK be taking the morality? Look at RFK. Like, he is the old man's dream. He has all the cuts and stuff that young men have. Like, I know some 20-year-olds that don't look like RFK.
So, but what she's saying though, she's saying that we are assigning morality to certain foods. Like we give you the green light to eat broccoli, but not to eat oodles and noodles on EBT. We give you the green light to eat steaks, but not to eat steak arms. I mean, this.
No, okay. The we already talked about the morality thing, but she wants to take away a little bit of responsibility and accountability.
Right.
Like, you have a responsibility to someone that is willing to give their money to you. Like, you have a responsibility.
You do.
You have a you have you have to take accountability of where you are. You, for whatever reason, whatever circumstance, can't afford it. That's your accountability.
That's yours. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
But
at the end of the day, beggars cannot be choosers.
amen. 1000%. Beggars
And
cannot be choosers.
it's not belittling someone. It's saying that I am giving you this thing. I set the parameters. You guys do it when you go to a job. It's not your company. You can't set the parameters.
And if you think about it, I don't know if you know this because I don't know if you've ever been on public assistance. We had WIC back in the day for like a few months because we started our family really young, 20 years old, getting married and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So we had WIC a couple of times. Only thing we could buy was Juicy Juice. We couldn't buy Tropicana when we used those cards.
Juicy Juice is better. It doesn't have added sugar.
Exactly. It was actually better, but it's certain cheeses we couldn't buy, with certain formulas we couldn't buy. So it's like, if you're doing it on the government's dime, I think that they have carte blanche to make a little bit of rules, to put something out there to say, these are the rules. And that's just where we are right now. But we're so spoiled where we're actually being pissed off that we can't buy whatever we want to buy. We can't sell these anymore. Nah, times has changed. We've taken advantage too long. Enjoyed our conversation we had a few months ago, LFR. These policy reforms will force people to prioritize their actual priorities. Paying what I owe. Shout out to you and Mika.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah.
And even thanks to Bex. I don't always have to agree with someone to understand, where they're coming from. But at the end of the day, thank you, Michelle. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, if you're asking for help, you're gonna have to listen. You're gonna have to listen. You're gonna have to fall under the cover. Yeah. I don't know what else to say on that, because at the end of the day, I don't know why people argue that point. It's just, they think they're just supposed to be like, it's not your daddy. It's not your daddy. It's not a well that you can keep coming to. So yes, I'm going to have parameters on it.
All right. It is not the government via our tax money responsibility to finance anyone's junk food habit morally. We only make sure they can get enough food 1,000%. 1,000%. We just want y'all to get fed and don't die. Like you said, you need some help. We ain't making you stand in no daggone what they used to stand in. Damn.
Are they not talking about this on X? Are they not talking about this on X? I'm surprised because it's all over TikTok. And maybe because people are like sensationalized on TikTok. So maybe that's why they're talking about it a little more over there. But I'm surprised it's not on X.
I think TikTok is filled with a whole bunch of EBT users.
EBT users.
Yeah, and they are upset. So they're louder. They're very quick. They're trying to get to the snacks real quick before it's over, before it's done. Buy some real damn food, like my guardian used to do. Buy the meats, freeze them bad boys so that they last.
Put them in a deep freezer. I was just talking about this.
Yes,
I was just talking about this.
Put them in a deep freezer. Make some beans or something to go with the meat, and some noodles or something to go with the meat, and just
Somebody
make it last. I mean, you can't make it last forever. Huh?
Somebody said that in my comment section. They said get some meat and just get some beans and rice, and I'm like,
absolutely.
And you will be full.
Absolutely.
There's plenty of things that you can eat that are healthy, that are great. You know, if you like sugar, eat a lot of berries, whatever. Like there are other things that you can eat. Applesauce.
Come on, you really think niggas? I mean, you really think people in the hood? You really think people in the hood going to trade 9-laters from berries, Doritos for berries?
But look at all the things that you're messing up: your body, your teeth.
You're absolutely right. And we got to pay for that, taxpayers. So if they can't afford to pay for their food and they can't afford to pay for their medical, guess who's paying for it all? And their teeth are just going to get worse and worse and worse. Trust me, I'm one of those people that I was a little bad on myself when it came to eating whatever I want. You mean to tell me I can afford it all now? That takes some discipline, man. It really does. Yeah. It really does.
Come on over to that 1 meal a day.
1 meal a day? I would disappear. Like, I'm already a skinny guy. I'm skinny as hell. I don't need one.
You eat all your calories in one setting. You know who does it? Herschel Walker, the former NFL player.
And he's starting to trim down, ain't he?
No, he looks great. He's been doing it the entire time. He was doing it the entire time.
He was, I mean, for real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yep. I did not know that.
Trust me, you can do it. Just eat your calories in one setting. That's all you're doing.
Yankee Jeff said he grew up poor, and was on food stamps. I grew up poor and on food stamps. Single mom via divorce, made it her goal to get off the food stamps, as they were paper funny money, different colors, and it was embarrassing to use. And you couldn't use a whole lot of it unless you had the book. Like the brown ones was $, the green ones was $5, and I forgot the blue ones was the $10. Trust me, I used to know them by heart because my guardian used to send me to the store to get all of the stuff. And and it was embarrassing at a certain point, but then once I just realized where we was, because growing up we was on food stamps as well for a long time, and a lot of people in my neighborhood just never got off of them ever. So
right, but back then it was a level of shame with it. Because I keep saying, if you bring back shame, you'll get rid of a lot of degeneracy.
You think we should shame people?
Yes. You don't have to do it in like a way of being, what is that show? I forget the name of it, but they had her walking out there and they were like, shame, shame, shame. You don't have to send them to the crowd, right? You don't have to do that. But yes, because if I make it so that you can't be a part of my group because you don't want to do better,
right?
And what are you going to do?
You're going to continue to do whatever you want.
You're going to not want to be a degenerate, or understand
Right.
that this degeneracy is going to leave you over here.
Wow. That makes sense though. 1000%. You should have some standards at
Yes.
some point.
And that's the thing. We don't have any standards. Like, everything is acceptable now. We have to, let's accept everyone in this. Let's accept everyone in that.
Right.
And then we also have to pay for the consequences of accepting everyone. Look at the immigration, look at the obesity rates, look at the birth rates.
You're right. You're right. Look at how many women are just tallying up bodies after bodies and being flued out and getting stuck in Miami because they thought that they was going to be treated better than they actually was, because they thought they looked better than they actually do. So yeah, no standards.
What?
I'm saying that's
Okay.
happening.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Listen, that's happening. It's in. She said,
Who's
obesity.
doing this? The NFL players
Huh?
or regular people?
This regular people. I saw this lady, man. She looked so sad. They was just now interviewing her. She's in Miami right now, and they was talking about she got out that joint. She's not from Miami, but she got out that joint thinking that she was going to be treated a certain type of way, and some things happen, and she don't feel like the prize, and I feel sad for her. That's somebody's daughter.
I've only seen it one time where the guy he flew this girl out, and he flew her on Spirit, and and he got her to the car. They were literally driving down the street, and he said something about sleeping together, and she was like, no, I ain't come here for all that. He drove right back to the airport, and she said, well, you got to give me my ticket. He was like, oh no, you get yourself back. And I'm like, hold up, you went out there on a one-way?
You're right. That did happen. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She had some faith that I'm about to do what I want to do.
Faith better get her back.
Faith better get you back. Beggars can't be choosy. You flew out here on my dime, and I had some expectations.
Crazy, but that's what's happening. So I believe you when you say that.
Right when you said there should be some shame. Did you see Jeff's super chat? He said the same
No,
thing.
I didn't. I didn't. I have it on full screen, so I can't see the chat.
Yeah, he said it's not humiliating anymore. He said it's not shame. There's no shame to be on the dole anymore. He said because EBTs is a Visa card. People pull that bad boy out. It's like,
and
nothing.
what does it say on the card that's so condescending? What does it say?
What does it say on the EBT card? I've never seen one.
I see them in the stores, and a lot of them say independent.
Who's independent? Not the person with the card.
That's what that's my point. That's my point. That's 100% my point. So instead of, and that's why I think they should bring the books back, right? One, is inconvenient to sit there and have to tear all that off unless you pre-tear it. Bring the book back. I guarantee you a bunch of people get off those real quick.
If they bring the book back, then we're gonna have people fussing about daggone climate control and paper, and the tree huggers are gonna be upset.
Meanwhile, the main people and the main components of the tree huggers are in the private jets.
Oh, they absolutely are. They absolutely are. They don't. They double talk a lot. Back in the 70s, there was a lot. I mean, there was a whole list of foods you couldn't buy with food stamps. So they are just going back to it as far as I see. Okay, well, that's where we are. And Bex is back. And also, guys, thank y'all so much for the super chats, man. I really appreciate y'all. I know I'm not doing a whole bunch of thanking and everything, but y'all know I appreciate y'all for the super chats. Yet standards and shame are fantastic tools.
Yes.
Okay. My concern is government overreach and setting a precedent for more sin tax and big brotherness.
I get it.
Yeah, you're right.
I get it. I get it. And I'm not unaware, right? But I think the big brother thing only comes in when it's on the free market, right? So if I'm going to ask the government for something, then that's one thing. But if this is government oversight on something that the people aren't even asking for, and we're not getting anything from the government. Why do I need this governmental oversight? Like, I don't need you, telling me what I need to do in my life. But I
Facts.
can't negate the point that if I'm asking you for help, that you're going to be like, well, why? Why do you need the help? What happened to this? What happened to that? Like,
Yeah.
that's just normal.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to ask, millions of people to help pay for it, they want to know too. So technically, it's not, technically, big brother, it's us saying, what you doing with our money? But I understand what she's saying.
And she also said, Mika makes excellent points.
Oh, thank you, Bex.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
is that her picture or Sarah Palin?
You said she looked like Sarah Palin? Sarah Palin was a cutie pie, in my opinion. She was just,
She looks like Sarah Palin to me.
hey, Bex, you
She
look
has
like
the
Sarah
same
Palin.
dimples and everything. She has those same little glasses.
Hey, that means that she's a maverick.
All she got to do is have that little accent.
That crazy accent that used to get on my nerves. I did not like anything that was Republican for some reason, man. I was trained up to think anything Republican was racist. Wow, was I lost. Stephen Turner says junk food is want and not a need.
That's a fact.
And y'all make all valid points. We're about to close out now. Mika, do you have anything to say about this whole situation, young lady?
If I see you in the store with 2 cards, I'm taking a video of it. I'm telling you that right now. If I see you with 2 cards, it's a problem.
It's gonna be some shame if you in there.
It's gonna be a lot of shame. I'm just gonna hold that camera just like this, and we're gonna follow that thing all the way through. Because why do you have 2 cards with no food?
No
the card
food,
is not
nothing but
even full
snacks.
with food. It's just like you went down and just swiped the whole process out.
There y'all have it. Did you know that you're a little mean?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Hey y'all, thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all already know we absolutely appreciate you guys pulling up. This is something different for the LFR family channel. We will be moving it over, but for now we are here. I really appreciate you guys for the super chats, for staying respectful inside of the chat, and for all of my mods, thank you so much. And for everybody else that's considering doing some content creation, check this out right. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from 0 to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have, trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing, we have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.